What's up guys, this is Bamblakopz bringing you Head of the Class episode 4 LMGs. Head of the Class is a video series that digs into the stats of each gun, stacks them up against each other with playtime, online, and combat training for lag-free testing, and I picked the best gun of the bunch. And remember guys, we're not using the Call of Duty stats because they're totally untrue. We're using Den Kirson stats. You can check the description below and you can find out their website. We'll use his stats because they are perfect. They're the accurate stats. Before I get started, let's discuss my biggest concern for the LMGs in Black Ops. I feel that they suffer from identity crisis. For the first time in any CoD game, the LMG guns feel almost pointless to me. Why? Well, they just don't feel like LMGs from previous games. Remember in Modern Warfare 2, all LMGs had 100 bullets in each clip, except for the AUG? The AUG was considered an odd LMG. That's exactly what they feel like to me in this game. All the LMGs, besides the M60, just feels like a heavy assault rifle with longer reloads and bigger recoil. In MW2 and CoD 4, my favorite LMG was the RPD. I like using it in maps with great skinny sightlines like Vacant and Skid Row. What you can do with the LMG is post up behind some cover and just fire down a high traffic area for double, triple, or even quad sprays. However, the LMGs in this game feel like heavy assault rifles. Some of them still have good purpose, but I feel like the LMGs may be the weakest class in all of Black Ops. Let's start off with the HK-21. The HK's power is 40, so it's only a 3-bullet kill. This LMG's power never drops, meaning unlike the SMG and assault rifle class where bullets lose power with some distance, most LMGs stay the same power the entire time. The HK is tied for the best recoil of the LMGs. It's nice and controllable, and the fire rate is 750 rounds per minute. It's probably the easiest LMG to control. Someone without the most skill can pick up this thing and do some good work with it because it has decent recoil and like all the LMGs, it's got great power. Now on to the RPK. When I first heard the RPK was in this game, I got really excited, as the RPK is a replacement for the RPD, which is my favorite LMG in some of the previous Call of Duty games. However, it suffers from a very hard kick. It shoots straight up and it's difficult to control. Holding down the trigger is not recommended at all with this gun. Shooting it in burst is probably your best bet, with all the LMGs actually. It also has a damage of 40 and a fire rate of also 750 rounds per minute. It does have 40 rounds per clip, which is pretty nice compared to some of the other LMGs. And I like my LMGs to have big clips, but the recoil is very hard to control, and this is a difficult one to handle. The M60 is the only LMG that actually feels like an LMG to me. It's got very hard recoil up, and it's not the best gun to hold on the trigger. It should be shot in burst fires. However, the M60 is the only LMG to be able to use the grip, and when that is attached to it, it feels great. It's still got a hard kick, but it's easy to control and feels a lot like some of the LMGs in previous CoD games. It's got 100 bullets per clip, far more than any other gun in the game. It's also got some of the best damage stats for any full auto gun in the game. It has 50 damage up close, which is only a 2-bullet kill, and then at 25 meters, which is a pretty good distance, it begins to drop to 40. The big weakness of the M60 is its terrible rate of fire. It is the only gun in the game to not have 937.5 or 750 rounds per minute. It only has 535 rounds per minute. This really makes the gun feel like a gun that has terrible hit detection. It often feels like you stare straight at a guy and pound him with 15 bullets and you only get 1 or 2 hits. If you have a 2-bar or worse, it's an absolutely worthless gun. If you have a 3-bar, it's a decent LMG, but if you have a 4-bar or if you are the host, it becomes a fantastic choice. Up next, let's look at the Stoner 63. Why is it called a Stoner? Well, a guy named Eugene Stoner designed it. Sorry, I was kind of hoping for a more fun reason than that, but whatever. The Stoner has 40 damage like the HK and the RPK. It also has 30 bullets per clip. Its biggest strength is at its high fire rate at 937.5 rounds per minute. It's the only gun in the game that have a damage of 40 and a really high fire rate. The recoil is the same as the HK-21 and it's pretty easy to control when compared to the other LMGs. The only weakness when compared to the HK-21 is that it has worse hip-fire accuracy. The HK-21 and the RPK have the same exact hip-fire accuracy, and the Stoner and the M60 have the same worse hip-fire accuracy. So let's recap. The HK-21 and the Stoner 63 have nearly identical stats. The only difference is that the HK has better hipfire and the Stoner has better fire rate. When it comes down to it, because the Stoner has high fire rate, you can still often get a lot of kills while hipfiring. In the end, the Stoner 63 is definitely your best choice. The RPK and the M60 have similar recoil, but the M60 you can use a grip and it has 100 bullets instead of 40 and fantastic power. The big problem with the M60 is the low fire rate. The RPK really doesn't have that many strengths, just average stats and terrible recoil. The M60 has many strengths and just one flaw being the low fire rate. So which LMG is the best choice? When it comes down to it, the Stoner just feels like a heavy AUG or FAMAS. It's got a bigger recoil and it's heavier. It does have a bit more strength because the bullets never lose damage, but I'd rather still use some of the assault rifles. On the other hand, the M60 is the most unique gun in the game. Fantastic power, kicks kinda hard, but manageable with the grip, and terrible fire rate. But I still love the M60. With a challenging class like the M60, it's important to use some helpful perks. If you use lightweight, you become almost as fast as assault rifle class. When using the assault rifle, you run at 95% speed. If you use an LMG and you use lightweight, you run at 93.6% speed. So if you feel kinda heavy, try it out. Also, all the LMGs have really long reloads. Sleight of hand is an absolute must, especially with the M60, which has a really long reload. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment below with some of your thoughts, rate the video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this. Next up, episode 5, Snipers. Thank God for that patch. Which sniper is the best? Well, we'll find out next time. See ya. Hey, if you like this video, check out youtube.com/Bamblakopz for more content just like this.